Overview mode, part 6. The last few scenarios took a bit longer than I thought to do, so I decided to split the recording. Resume! Okay, oh boy, still got a couple more to go. We're gonna do... is it zoo next, I think? Yeah, zoo. That'll be a quick one. Explore it up. No, not the pick yet. First this. Well, these graphics are going to change a little bit, but probably not too much. No, this literally uses Hydrac graphics. It's the same one. Okay, I loaded them, and they didn't change. It's a zoo in here. Who wants to zoo? David. Right. Boy, that's... visually, this is a little hard to parse. That might help a little bit, maybe not much. Monster 10, Trap 10, Spawn 0, Gold 9.99. Keys. In here too! Okay. Still a zoo. Hiss meow. Still a zoo. Getting weird. And then, whoa. Right, and there's the David and Morse code. And there's the Tooth of Drex. And that's zoo! Any other floors? Nope. Nope. The smallest scenario. This is even smaller than Lyle Valley. Alright. Next. Zardo. Zardo with different graphics. Those are the wrong ones. I want this one. Alright, Zardo. The city of Zardo. This'll take a little bit. Go through the crazed hall to see the wizard. Crazed hallway to wizard. Crazed hallway. I'm the wizard. Find my specter. Alright. Phew, 'tis hot here. I mean, this is pretty linear, so we're just kind of going to be going and tabbing through this real quick. Oops, that was supposed to be an up. Sought a room? Wait a second. No, I lost my way. I go up here and then back, and then up again. There we go. Okay. Time out. Ah, here we go. Poof, says the wizard. Boy, what a hard path, says the warrior. Alright, so there's some quotes here. And right, see the sailboat race from there. Ah, kids. Sailboat race. So you can step here and be in the water. Those don't line up. So with water walk, you could totally walk in here and talk to the kids. They say no comment. Same here, you could also get to emptiness, the empty void. No comment for any of the kids in the private beach. Keep out. I guess dirt is the closest analog to sand. Available in here, sure. Force field path. Yeah, this will take a lot less time to go through in Scenario Viewer than actually. Spawn rate here was pretty high. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to show. Void is default floor and wall. Monster 60, Trap 55, Spawn 50, Gold 100. And I did this when I was just barely leveled up enough for it. Come on, I'm tired of this, apparently. Same... no, not quite the same layout between those two rooms. They're a little bit different. Alright, what the heck is going on? And oh, well, know where I am. What a maze! Where the floor type is void. Yeah, look at that. That's the main reason this maze is unpleasant. So the shape of it is that. Oh, look at all this you could get trapped in. So rude. I got trapped over here. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I got trapped over there. But to get through, you can just go southwest, south-south, southwest, west-west, west-west. Alright. Finally a break. Right, and now we do things with keys. Don't have any at this point. What is missing? Spectre. What's this town called? Zardo. Floor in there looks like that. Gray key! Smiley face. Alright, so gray for marble. Floor looks like that. A quiz, a trap, and a treasure. Does Zardo have a beach? Yes. So there's phantoms fully absorbing the quizzer's text. Watch out for the traps. Yeah, there are a lot. So blue key to go down. No comment from these two. They don't say poof or what a hard path or whatever. Oops. Looks like that. There's a white key hidden here somewhere. Where do I go? Where do I go? There's the key. And wait, what do I do with the white key? I go down? Yeah, I go down. Still hot here. Still hot. A break coming up, and when I got to this room, I very much needed it, I remember. So I trusted the room text and didn't go back for healing, and I found it here. Alright, heals and stuff. Wait. Okay, yeah, so there's the up, there's the down. Somehow I could only see one of those at a time, and I was confused. So don't have Onyx yet. Treasure in another path. Phantom's Lyre and Heal. How many keys do you have? Numeral 4 is what you want. Phantom's Lyre and Key. Alright. Those phantoms don't tell the truth. What a dark passage! Right, I was limping along having tried to cast magic on a magic floor here at some point. And then this was the room where I finally moved my cursor to a bad spot and crashed. And it was sad. A turn! Another long one. Another turn. A medium hallway. Oh, and this is the end of the scenario, isn't it? Do you have all 5 keys? Yes. Of course, you can't get here without them. It's pretty linear. Yeah, doors and phantoms. Final key. Final door. No comment for those. So yeah, level up from all the battling you've been doing on the way. Floor type here is statue. That's right. Those leave behind statues. I remember that. Those don't. The Spectre room. My mouth wants to say it right, but the scenario does not. All right, yeah, and that's all of Zardo. Okay, any surprises? What's this room? That's... everything's all intertwined and twisted around itself. So let's just zoom out and look for anything unfamiliar looking. Hot and cold. Bye-bye magic. Phantom's Lyre. Hey, this looks like... here we go. Here's a room that doesn't exist. Room lowercase c. Alright, I found one. This place with force field walls for Onyx key. Whoa, where am I? No, that's not the sauna. Still cold. Cold right next to hot. 2 carpet room. Okay, so going up. And that's the beginning. Okay, and if I keep going up, here's the surface with beach and sailboat race. Hold on, did I miss anything? Kinda. Because I was zoomed in too far. Oh, that's not force field, that's painting. Alright, and if I keep going up, I guess this is the top floor, maybe? No, it keeps going up. And does it go up any more? Yes, it does. Such a vertical scenario. Alright, is this the top floor? So top floor is where you use all the keys. Okay, and bottom floor is the maze. And then these are just the in-betweens. Yeah, so what a strangely shaped scenario. Alright, so where's the start? Start is here. Man, that really is something. It's hard to trace all this out. But yeah, it goes. Like this descent all the way down to the maze. And then further down? Oh, it is further down. The maze is not the bottom floor. This is the bottom... no. Wait. No, it keeps going down. This is the bottom floor? This is the bottom. No, it keeps going down. Ah! Does top and bottom have a meaning? I don't know if at some point... let's see, I know there's a floor limit. I want to say it's 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's at least 10. I don't know if it wraps around. Does this actually wrap around? Oh boy, how will I figure this out? Okay, so back to the beginning. So I thought this was the top floor. Okay, so beginning is here. Alright, so down 1, down 2, down 1, down 0, up 1, down 1, down 1, 2, down 3, down 4, down 5, down 6, down 7, down 8, down 7, down 8, down 9, down 10, down 11. Yeah, it wraps around. Oh, down 12. Huh. So you just keep on descending here. Okay, so at 10 floors, it wraps, or maybe just the number of floors that are in the scenario. All right, here we go. I learned a new tidbit. If you keep on going down, you wrap around. So yeah, this intersects with that long descent. Okay, cool. That's Zardo. Got one left and it's Mars, and it's going to take a while. But I'm doing it. Doing the last one. Mars. Where are you at, Mars? There we go. Okay, and Mars is pick. Okay, Mars. So, the very next one after this, I created the scenario viewer. So, there's the last one that was unviewed with that. This made me really want it. Creatures from long ago. Martian colony, N7. Howdy partner, the rib swallowed Quist's finger. Ununderstandable caveman noises. Metal horns, the password. The cube is at square rock number 5. Yeah, lots of things. I wouldn't see any of those now because I wouldn't have the Onyx key equivalent, which opens up the force fields. Whoops, I tried to open the scenario as a picture file. Can't do that! Alright, gardens are right over there. Saw a real dinosaur. Chris put all his data on a single disk. Okay, so I need a comm number to get in here. 121314. Who has that? Creatures from the past carry gold with them. Right, stats 25, 10, 0, 0. Gold is 0. Gold is 0. Wait, how much money did I get out of chests if gold is 0? So there was an attempt to make monsters not drop gold. It didn't work because gold 0 doesn't prevent dropping anything. So this guy explains that. Does 0 turn into 1? Oh no, do I have to boot up Explorer to find this out? I might. Alright, I performed some indiscriminate murder of colonists until somebody dropped me money, and it gives me 1 gold. Okay, and I'm gonna assume that's consistent. Am I? Maybe I'll kill a few more people and find out for sure. So 0 always turns into 1, I think, is what I saw there. Ooh, you took that hit and survived. You did too. Androids are durable. Alright, 1 more gold, please. Some takes too long to cast, and doesn't always give me something that's going to drop gold. There we go. Okay, colonist is dead, 1 gold. Alright, I'm going to say it's always 1 gold. Alright, so now we know. Alright, so anyway, yeah, we just saw those rooms a little bit. Android, Dr. Quist. A great scientist, Dr. Quist was my creator. Doctor once worked here, but he was banned forever. Unlocked the very secrets of time, apparently. Electro barriers hurt. Right, so okay, comm number, but have to get there from another angle. The new intelligent animals includes Whiskers here, I guess. That's a Hydrak cat. That's what I played as. No, that's what I played as in this scenario. Hydrak had cats, right? I think, maybe? I think so. Anyway, sealed off area, you know whose lab. Clearance ID, don't have that at this point. The Magic Man. Magnetic Disruptor. Giant Dragon, that would be the rib. Okay. And it's over there. How do I get to Mr. Comm number that? Is this a secret thingy? I think it is. Yeah, okay. Wood floor. hidden passage to that spot. So that's traversable. Well, that's the rib. Mars, explorer.pick. We've captured many creatures in the past. Quest built the time machine. Lobe 24 will get you into Quist's laboratory. Airlock pass. Secret war outpost. Alright. Much of his body. Most importantly, his finger. Alright. 121314 gets me in here where I can hear about the data disk. Destroy the time machine and get the disk. Secrets of time itself. And then Lobe 24. Use caution. And Dr. Quist's lab. He invented the illusion walls. What a terrible invention. Yep. Evil creation. Machine provides one with the inhuman powers. Ah, the Zap Recharger. Okay, got it. And there's an illusion wall here, I guess. To get to the key card, which is a gray key. Alright. Got it. Back to Mars. Alright, yeah, and magic floor. This taught me that ships traverse magic floors. Sorry, spacesuits traverse decontamination fields. Alright, explore the Great Crater, Martian Frontier. There's nothing across the deep chasm, so now we know. I did look at this, right? Maybe not. Oh, default. So loot is just dirt. It's supposed to be, at least. Man, a lot of attempts were made here to stop gold from dropping, and nothing worked. Set it to 0, set the treasure to that. I mean, this will maybe stop major monsters from dropping treasure. They should probably drop a dirt floor. I mean, yeah, that's what would happen. But you just can't stop random gold drops from occurring at some point. Okay, let's see. I needed... is that a locked door? Okay, let's see. What do I have at this point? I have a gray key. That's the equivalent of a white door. Gonna have to switch back and forth. It just got very watery on Mars. Alright, so with a gray key, which is the... What the heck is it? I don't know, something. I don't remember exactly how everything matches up here. Okay, yeah, so anyway, the Martian Frontier is shaped like that. There's an arrow here, which points to... Tell them the upper being sent you. Okay, so here's a crater you can go into if you know. I'll be there shortly. Watch out room. Thought you were working on the machine. Okay, yeah, so the key card opens... Are those gray doors? They should... Or are those fingerprint doors? Those are marble doors. Oops. So what's a gray door? That one's blue. Wait, that one's blue. Okay, so here's a gray door. Here's a gray door. Okay, so that just got me out onto the Martian Frontier in the first place. Got it. Yeah, so I had to find that to get out. Okay, and then... From here, I know a thing I can do is to go down into the crater. The Great Crater, underground. So you can go east and get the battered ID card. Right, that'll get me into the old wrecked ship. An ancient chamber. This totally says 1. O-N-E. Why does it say 1? Maybe we'll solve that mystery with the overview thing. Maybe we won't. Okay, yeah, and here you have to find the key card to get out. It requires it. Get a new spacesuit there. And then the next place to go is over here. An ancient ship in the rock. The Pioneers, storage room, magnetic disruptor. So this lets me get through force fields. Rock through the wall. Right, there's no way to go here. So getting through force fields gets me notably into the prison, where the next clue was meant to be the cube is at square rock number 5, because I can do stuff with the cube. Alright, so these are the square rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so this room doesn't have a whatever that is and a land shark in it. Oh, and the floor type is something gray. Alright. This something gray. Got it. Different floor type in this room ID. This is, oh shoot, this is L, that's semicolon, right? Intruder. All right, so cube. Cube, I believe, is the marble key. No, that's the blue key. Right, makes sense. All right, so cube opens this door, which does nothing of interest. But what it does open of interest, hold on, I haven't gone here. There's that dinosaur. Caught by Hank. Tunnel was around here somewhere. Hang on, yeah, I didn't check the whole place here. Tunnel in the rock wall. Right, yeah, this tells me about the Great Crater thing, in case I didn't find it on my own. So then, at some point, I need to go... Right, so find this hidden passage with the cube I just got, get through this wall, to the war outpost. Metal horns is the password. And then, Quist's evil invention here. Alright, so the route through this is... that. Good luck figuring that out. Ugh. By the way, there's another one there. Keep that in mind. That was one that I did not find when I played it, even though it was clued. So this is traversable right here. Inner chamber. Let's see some ID. Quist's fingerprint to enter his base. The upper being. That was clued by this dude down here. We've located the rib outside this outpost. Half of Quist's body, most importantly his finger. Gigantic rib. Alright, so go, is it down? No, it's up, apparently. Nostril is a way up. Makes sense. Although from that orientation, it looks like it would be down. I didn't fully explore this place, or maybe I thought I didn't because I came to this room and saw these hallways, but they're actually not accessible. In the stomach, there's the finger, which is the marble key, I believe. What are these vein monsters? I won't know what they're called in here, but their type is ogre. All right. Some sort of tube. Now, what sort of tube would get you out of a creature's body after entering through its digestive system? Fell out of the tube. Is it me or did he fall from the rib's body? Yep. Cross the sterilization panels, go through wall. So this is the clue that this is not solid. Emergency exit password Triton, and I had never used that. So you come out here. This, I think, is actually solid. This is not. So yeah, this is just exit from rib. Right, yeah, you can't go in here because what he says wouldn't make sense then. So this had to be one way. Then you can go back for the Triton password computer here and end up in Quist's lab. Yep. Okay, cool. So at this point I have the finger, which gets me into this secret base here, working on the machine. You are not the doctor, so go up. Happy to know where I am. Where'd my ship go? Move along toward the dungeon. Dinosaur whines. 4. So there's a 1 room and a 4 room. Oh, and here's a thing I think I didn't find. Yeah, okay. So secret thingy there. Explorer, Mars, Explorer.pick. There we go. The 10th hall will lead you there. So this is supposed to be a clue for something you really don't actually need, but it's there. This robot got in my way a lot. Colony simulation. Know the path or suffer in eternity. The 10th hall is the path. I'm a robotic simulation watching this experiment. Earth. Alright, disk is hidden. Martian terrain simulation. Pass through the wall at the stroke of 5. What? So here's 4. The 10th hall will lead you there. Okay, and then a solid wall, question mark. That's the passage through it. Good luck with that. What's this? It's... I opened the wrong file. It's a wooden table, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. At the stroke of 5. 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I guess on a clock face, 5 would be about there. Kinda, but that's a real bad clue. So if you take a wrong one of these, this wall is actually solid. Yeah, if you take a wrong one of these and step in there, there's the scepter, which now is a diskette. Welcome to eternity. So you go here, you're stuck forever and have to restart the scenario if you actually step in. Same for this, same for this. Can't ever get the disc. Can't ever... You could maybe, if you could anger this thing without killing it, die to it and restart without losing your keys and stuff. But yeah, it's a bit mean. Alright, one of these has no comment, the rest have no comment. Chris to the machine. Your death is inevitable. And the machine is just a thing to fight. What is the machine? Let's find out. Chris himself is an archer, the machine is a black phantom. Got it. Alright, now we know. And in here is just the disc. Okay, so anything surprising here? There's the Earth simulation, there's all those. Yeah, so a couple of rooms I had not seen when I played. Empty, empty. This artifact's weird at this zoom level. Wait, hang on. Okay, so this is Rib's body. This will be... Where am I? Okay, yeah, so Quit's lab. So this is bottom floor then. Bottom of the crater. And that's all that's here. So up a floor. Here's the Martian surface, the crater, the lab. All the things, the way into the other lab. And then if I go up one more, I end up just here again. Okay, and that's Mars. And that is all of the scenarios that I did not view with this tool, viewed with this tool. Okay, so, oh boy, this was longish. All right, but I'm finally done with this project. Oh boy, this was a big, long one. Sorry for microphone adjustment noises, but I need to get at something here. Yeah, so it was like super satisfying for me to do this digital archaeology and resurrect these old works of art and learn everything that I could from them. It was just such a fascinating process. There's so much buried in here, and I'm like super glad I wrote this tool to dig into them further, to really get all the answers out of these old things. I enjoyed that tremendously. I thought for a second I saw a larger hole in that, like this was made of this tile, but no, it's not. So what this LP meant to me was something kind of special. Let me tell a little story that I think I didn't tell in the first episode here. I have an old 2GS hard drive sitting in my closet that I've had since pretty much as long as I can remember. We had, like, back when I was like 8 years old, in our living room at the house, we had a 2GS and a Mac next to each other, and these were the family computers that just everybody used. We all shared them. And when I was on the computer, the 2GS, I would play this game and have a whole lot of fun with it, and I made a lot of great memories with it. And that same hard drive that held all the data from that stayed in my possession. And many years later, I wanted to play it again, but the hard drive wouldn't boot up. And I was going to do this project where I'd figure out why, you know, get new hardware to read it if I needed to. I got some distance on it. What I wanted to do was to hook it up with... So this is a SCSI interface, you know. Cables can't just plug into a modern computer or anything. My hope was that the SCSI card in the 2GS that I have, same computer, I still have the actual computer, I would plug it in and the drive just wouldn't boot. My hope was that the data was good, but I could just plug it into some other SCSI interface and dump the data and get it playable in an emulator. But then when I tried to do that project, a bunch of stuff went wrong. The old Mac that I was using with a SCSI port that I wanted to dump the data onto wouldn't boot up, and I tried reinstalling it. I changed the CMOS battery. Had to reinstall an operating system, and it booted like once and then wouldn't again. And that was about how far I got. My father had some interest in helping me with this project, but, he has his own things going on. I have my own things going on. So this just sort of fell by the wayside for years and years. And, this many years later, somehow, what the heck was it that got into me like 2 months ago that made me do this? I don't know what it was, but something prompted me to just say, you know what, let's try this one more time. Get that emulator up, because I tried a few years ago I had found an image of this game, put it into the Apple II emulator that I used for all those Apple II games that I played back then that can also run 2GS software, and it just crashed on startup. And I messed with all sorts of things to get it to run. I got a 2GS disassembler and tried to figure out why it was crashing, and the fix turned out to be surprisingly simple. I just there was some kind of conflict with desk accessories that automatically load at startup. So all I have to do is boot my emulator, holding the shift key so it disables the extensions, and Explorer runs just fine for the most part. So that was all I had to do to get it running. And then I figured out all the emulator dance to transfer data back and forth between ProDOS and Windows file system that I'm using on the outside here. And yeah, then you saw the result. And as I got deeper in, I felt the need to write a viewer program, which was super satisfying to write. Yeah, this was just great to have an excuse to do this little programming project. It was the perfect size, just took a few hours to get up and running. And then while I was editing episodes of this, I would try and add a few features here and there until it got to be pretty full-featured. I never did get animations for moving between rooms in, because the drawing code I have here is pretty haphazard and is not friendly to, like, if I want to do a transition from here to one to the north, there's no time at which I'm actually drawing, like, all the 6 rooms in the way. I just draw the 5 at once at this zoom level, and it was just a little bit too much work to do that. So hopefully it wasn't too jarring to have just instant moving between rooms. Anyway, yeah, so the whole process of defrosting this, I didn't defrost anything. I have some of my old data from an old hard drive backup that I'd made of that 2GS hard drive, or attempted to make a long time ago. It was kind of incomplete and didn't have all of my data, but did have enough to still run some of the old scenarios I had then. Like the version of Galgaroth that I compared against the one I was running here was what showed me I had to uppercase the Quizzer clue to get that to run, because the one that I had on the old hard drive that was still backed up here did have the all uppercase and worked correctly. Anyway, yeah, so whatever it was that prompted me to do that whole process of getting this up and running again, I was just so excited about being able to play this game again, this game turns out to be real important to me. I'm very happy to have gotten to play it again. I was so excited to do that. I just couldn't wait for a time slot to open up to do this as a normal LP, and have to wait 2 days between each episode to do it at the time that I normally do it. So I just crammed it in, even if it wouldn't normally fit. And boy, am I going to be glad to have my evenings free again, because this sure did eat up basically all of my free time for these last 2 months. It was a bit exhausting, but I think it was worth it. I was happy to dig into this. And don't expect this evening time slot to stick around. Maybe it'll come back for some things, but it'll be rare, just because this is a little too much for me. But this was, for this particular project, I just barely managed to make it fit. All right, I think those are all the things I have to say. I might release the scenario viewer tool at some point if anybody else wants to actually run it and explore the scenarios themselves. It is kind of tempting to try to re-implement some game mechanics in it, but I think that's a little outside the scope of this project. Just being able to view and see these old things has been enough for me. So I don't know if that'll happen. Maybe it will. We'll see. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you again for something else sometime.